It's at 5 a.m. if you're on the West Coast
Yeah,
in the morning.
yeah. Um, it has come to my attention that there are many of you who do not know how to do prayer, whether in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. So, whenever you see a short video, it will be like 10, 15 minutes broadcast either on MP4, on TV, or on audio. You will see something that says daily powerful prayers. That is the name of our prayer for the day. We didn't call it morning or afternoon or evening, so that whenever you want to use it for morning prayer, for afternoon prayer, or for night prayer, or for midnight prayer, it's still relevant. So wherever you see the DPP, daily powerful prayer, please, I want you to know that it's a holy thing. It's a holy thing. That's where your power is going to be coming from. Now we want to go to the second powerful key for this Friday evening. Let's go. I hope you guys are writing it down. It says success, winning, and riches lies at the bottom of negotiation. Winning, success, and riches lies at the bottom of negotiation. Very powerful stuff. See, these are not just things that I throw out there to make you think that I'm very intelligent. These are intelligent, wise, and smart sayings, teachings, ministrations that the Holy Spirit inspires inside me. And these things are not for Christian people only. This cuts across, our powerful key is for any department of human endeavors. You can apply it in marriage, in friendship. You can apply it in your business, in government. It will work for you. And I am grateful that this will be archived in their volumes for today and for many generations to come, for people to make good use of this in the military, in the police department, in corporations, at Wall Street, in families, in colleges, in your raising kids, anything you want to do that is good, this will be archived for you. Of course, you will buy them first. It says success, winning, and riches lies at the bottom of negotiation. Now write down another powerful key that goes with this. Please write it down. It says, because I'm just hearing that right now. I'm just hearing it right now. As I'm speaking, things are just busting out of me. Mary, are you writing? Vivian, where are the scribes? Victoria.
Hallelujah. Sure.
Okay. Keep writing. This is what I just hear. If you are willing to negotiate with life, and if you are willing to negotiate with God, and if you are willing to negotiate with people, then life, God, and humans will be willing to negotiate with you. Please write that down. If you will be willing to negotiate with life, with God, with other human beings, then life, God, and other human beings will be willing to negotiate with you. When you go to buy, say, a car or a house,
Hallelujah.
be willing to, when they tell you how much it is, be very nice, be very gentle, be shrewd at the same time, be brave and bold to ask, will you guys allow me to make an offer? I do not want, you see, this is there is something you need to know about these two sayings, these two powerful keys. There's something you need to know about them. This is what it is. If you go to buy anything and you ask somebody and you say, I was wearing this for somebody to see that I'm wearing what she sent to me. So I hope you can see that. All right. I'm keeping it right here so that you can see that I'm wearing the stuff you sent to me. Let me keep it right here. I loved it. It's very nice. I love it. There we go. I think I can take a sip of my tea. The tea has the those round things inside it. Yeah. If you are checking out a house or a car or a plane or an outfit, clothes, shoes, perfumes, or you're moving into an apartment, you should be able to negotiate, to ask whether you can make an offer. So if they tell you how much those things cost, or you want to buy gold and diamond, or the person who is handling your mutual fund, your broker, or your stocks, or shares, or bonds, is telling you how much he or she is going to charge you, or your attorney, or myself, who is a consultant, in what we call life issue practice. If you ask the person, can I make an offer? Will you guys allow me to negotiate? If they get angry at you because you say so, then you know that that is not a good business. You should just know it's not a good business. It's not a good business. If they don't allow you, if they do not allow you to make an offer, and if you make an offer and they get angry and begin shouting at you, then you should stand your ground and tell them, listen, I'm not for this kind of rubbish. I deal with I am used to dealing with decent people. Thank you very much. Don't say anything. Don't tell them you are going to report them to this and that. Just walk into your car or inside the taxi and go to another place. There's always somewhere else where someone will be willing to make a deal with you. So when we say Negotiate. I hope those of you who were writing should be able to put everywhere you see negotiate, make sure you put make a deal. If you are willing to make a deal with God, if you are willing to make a deal with the Holy Ghost, if you are willing to make a deal with Jesus, if you are willing to make a deal with other human beings, if you are willing to make a deal with life itself, then other human beings, those who are good people, God himself, life itself will make a deal with you. They will certainly make a deal with you. If they are good people, of course, God is willing to make a deal with you. That's what negotiation is about. It says success, winning, riches lies at the bottom of negotiation. It means that the foundation for success, the foundation for winning, the foundation for riches is negotiation. The ability to negotiate will give you everything. If they start getting angry at you because you want to negotiate, walk away from there. Tell them thank you very much. There will always be somebody who want to make a deal with you. Deal making is what life is really about. Some people think that when you walk into their store to buy something, you should just pay exactly what is pasted on the bottle, or what is pasted on the outfit, or what is pasted on the price on the house, the price on the car. Say no. I want to make a deal with you guys. Can I make a deal? Can we negotiate? If they say no, then you leave. They are not the only people who have that product. Other people have it. And the other people who are willing to make a deal with you. There are people who are willing to make a deal with you. The world is a place of deal making, a place of negotiation. Why do you think that one person has a monopoly of what you want to buy? No, that's not true. Even falling in love and marriage should be subject to making a deal, to negotiation. Now, let me share with you why many people are not successful, they are not winning, they are not rich, is because they do not know how to make a deal. They do not know how to negotiate. And one of the biggest things about such people is they are negative people, judgmental people, critical people, easily irritable and angry, people who are set in their ways. If it is not my way, it can be no way. Those are the kind of people who fail. And they are people who they've learned how to manipulate everybody until they meet you. And then they know that they cannot manipulate you and they become angry. A lot of people on earth, they are set in their way. If it is not their way, it is no way. Geneva and I went somewhere 2 years ago to look at a car, a Range Rover, no, a Land Rover. And I was trying to make a deal with the owner. The seller is from Iran. And I realized that a lot of people from those kind of countries do not understand how to make a deal. If you ask Victoria, Victoria will tell you what I've suffered. In some places, I've taken her too. And how people were not willing to make a deal. Same thing with Geneva. We make a good offer. The guy began to shout. So you know how Geneva is. She doesn't stomach those kind of tantrum. You know how she is. Big bulldog. She just took my hand and said, "Get into the car, let's get out of here." That was it. If you try to offer them something less than what they want, they get very angry at you. Why? Because they are set in their ways. I walked into a grocery store that is a very bad grocery store. I think it's called Asian Bazaar. Asian Bazaar, and that was the name of it. One tiny little rat of a woman, tiny little rat from I don't know which country that she was from. Is it Pakistan or Bangladesh? I think from Bangladesh or so. One little rat, that's what I call her. She's just a rat. You ask her a question about a product and she just goes angry, just bizarre stuff. And I'm like, how is she able to sell? That's why you go to that store, the same old product are still there. Nobody's buying it because of her behavior. She can't make a deal. And we now have political parties in America that cannot even make a deal with each other. And they think that we, the people that vote for them, that we are stupid. That's what they think. I'm telling you. They think that every one of you in America is stupid. And they can lie to you. That's what they think. That's what we call social manipulation. Victoria, I asked you to write that down for me. They're trying to study whether you will pity them, whether you will go their religious line, or whether you will go their political lines. They charge you with anger and with emotion, so that you lose your ability to think for yourself about what is right, instead of what is angry and what is emotional, and what is rubbish and what is falsehood. No proper decorum, no character whatsoever. And these are the people that we want to rule over us, to lead us as a nation. I like one guy from California who was being asked a question. Yesterday, the guy said on television, he says, being a politician is not important to me, even though I'm one of them. It's not important to me. I retired from the military. Service is far more important to me than being voted into power. And until Americans begin to think like that, and people who are political leaders in your country begin to think that way, you guys are going down to hell. You are going down the bottom. You end up at the bottom of the sea of life. I can do ministry the way I'm doing ministry because I didn't come to ministry as an adult. I didn't come to ministry as an adult. I came into ministry naive, clean, knowing that God chose me, and everybody around me, including our denomination, they saw it and they chose me. I didn't come because I failed in a job that I used to have. I never had a job when I came into ministry. Ministry is all I've known. I'm like Samuel. I didn't come because I came to look for money or I came to look for a position of power. I didn't know what those things means or what they meant. That's why I'm going to send a letter to my denomination in Africa. And I'm going to tell them the curse that I have put in that church. I'm serious. Because anyone who is going to put his hand to be the leader or a prelate of that church, and if you want to be, because you want to be in that position for power and for money, you will die before you reach there. If you are not going to help people to advance the cause of your nation, you will die before you get there. And if God moved me to put the same case in American presidency, governor's office, chiefs of police, the military, all these big things, if God moved me to put that case, I will. And when that case is wrapped and blown is on, the Native American put one, and presidents were being shot one after the other, until people like Papa Hagen went to DC and put a stop to it during the time of Reagan, after Reagan was shot. And we are being provoked as a nation for some of us who God has tied us down with chain not to explode. When we are released, it's going to be very dangerous. I'm serious, it's going to be very dangerous. Because it's going to reach that point that God is going to, there is a prophecy that will soon be coming for Democrat prophets and for Republican prophets. It is coming. Many people don't even know how to negotiate with God. You hear the way they talk to God. They talk to God as though God is their cleaner. Their cleaning guy or their cleaning lady. That's how they talk to God. God, if you don't do this, I'm going to leave you. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Then go to the devil and see how it feels to be with the devil. Why don't you go to demons? Go and worship demons. Go and go. I know where, if you want where to go, I will show you where to go for real witchcraft. My father is the only one out of his family who chose Christianity. So don't think that because I'm a Christian shepherd, I'm prophet, that I do not know what happened at the other side. If you think that going to worship these things is better, then leave God. Go. I will show you where to go. You see how people are talking because you didn't answer my prayer. I'm going to abandon you. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Go and try the other side and see. You don't know how to make a deal with God. If you should insult your earthly father and mother like that, maybe they will really love you. Pretty much. One guy or one girl, forgot how the story went, came back from a church and told his father and mother that if they don't believe in Jesus, that they are going to hell, that they are very bad people, that they do this, they do that, was accusing the father and mother of all kind of stuff, as though Christianity makes you stupid. The following day was school, and the child came to the father and said, I need money for school fees. The father said, go to Jesus and let Jesus pay your school fees. Go to Jesus. Yesterday you were accusing me of everything, I and your mother. Go to Jesus and let Jesus pay your school fees. See how stupid that boy was? Another one turned around and a girl was criticizing the father. A girl from Mexico was criticizing the father, that the father is just a common dishwasher, a common sweeper and cleaner in a hospital, a common janitor, common construction worker. You and mommy never went to school, and both of you are so wretched. They are so wretched that they were able to buy a house with their wretchedness, with those janitorial work. They bought a car, even for you. And the brother could not take it. The brother came and slapped her. So you can't talk to my parent like that. If they are not your parent, they are mine. I did the same to my senior brother. He ran away, never came back. Because I was about to deal with him. He fled. Because you can't talk to my mom that way. You can't talk to my dad that way. You live under their roof. You eat their food. You're driving the car they bought for you. And you have the audacity to talk to them that way. How dare you? Pretty soon that girl went to go and live with her girlfriend. And they can't even keep a job. Pretty soon she was homeless. And want to call back home to come back. They say, no, you can't. I'm telling those of you who have kids, if your kid rises up against you, you know what to do. I'm not going to tell you. I speak in codes. If they want to leave, let them leave. If they want to stay, they're going to stay by your own rules and regulations. Success winning and riches lies at the bottom of negotiation. Many people want to put demand on you. They don't care. They can't even save money. Even when you give them money, they can't save it. They want to spend, thinking that you are their bank. And that's what people have been doing to you. I know many of you, my partners. That's part of the reason why I want God to make me very rich, so that I can find a place for people like Roslyn. Can find a place for Nancy. When I say that, I'm not just talking about a house or location. It means something completely different. I'm speaking in codes tonight. So that they have quality departments to run and not be subject to every Tom, Dick, and Harry's job and listening to all kinds of nonsense that they should not be listening to, including Vivian, Mary, Victoria, many of you out there. Do you know how to negotiate for what you want? Do you know how to negotiate? Or are you consumed with passion of being a commander? If they cannot fall in line, you are very angry. You don't want to have anything to do with them. Go and look at how wealthy Samsung. You know Samsung? Go and look at how wealthy they are. And go and see how broke a combination of Apple and Disney are. Go and look at it, you'll see. Samsung, you're talking about 30-something to 40-something billion. A combination of Apple and Disney is around 19 billion only. Why? Samsung decided to make their cell phone, make it cheap for anybody to use in any devices. Their product. While some other people limit their product and make it look like it's all a big thing of value. Not me. What you are willing to negotiate, that's what you will be willing to receive. You will receive what you are willing to negotiate. That's just how life is. If you are the demanding type, you are not going to get much out of life, because people cannot deal with that. Real people can't deal with it. Do you know how to ask for what you want without conning, manipulation, lies, deceit, etc.? If you cannot negotiate, if you cannot make a deal, even business requires the art of really making a deal. Give and take. That's what life is about. If not, life will leave you behind and go to some other people. God is not difficult. Humans are not too difficult. There are many good people on earth willing and hoping that you will come to make a deal with them. A man told us the story of this multimillionaire that invited this man to come and let them make a deal. And this man came into the man's mansion and sat down at where the owner received his guests. And then this man that came looking for help was busy talking to everybody there, how good he is, how good his business is, how nice he is, all these things. He's all, whatever anybody say, he will tell you, I already know that. Oh, God already told me that. Oh, I'm already doing that. Then the owner of this big company, the multi-millionaire, came out of his bedroom and was coming down the staircase. And he stood at the staircase and was listening to what the young man was saying to the rest. So he called him by name and he said, hello. Say, yep. So if you know all this, why are you here? I wish you goodbye. When you really are serious, you can call me and then we can talk and make a deal. Bye. And he went back upstairs. And the guy was, excuse me, sir, excuse me, sir. The guy went upstairs. And that was it. Do not give access to people who knows it all or who think they do. Many a time the experience you had somewhere else will not be able to be applicable to the new place where you are or the new assignments that you have. You may think that you know it, you've experienced in this and that, but every soil is different. Every geography is different. Where you find people who are not willing to negotiate to make a deal, you find all sorts of wickedness and fraud and phoniness. You find all kind of bad things because they are willing to do whatever evil to get what they want instead of getting it the right way. I believe in making a deal. I believe in negotiation. And that is where we want to stop tonight. Do anybody has any question? Do anyone has any question? Let me throw this in for you tonight. Let's say, let me put it this way for you. Those of you who do not have any investment, but you have between 5 to 10,000 to 20,000 to 100,000 and above. If you have such money and you want to invest it, I want you to send it to me for us to invest it for you. If you want to go and do it yourself, good luck. Do not do anything that you don't understand the entire package. And if you go to make a deal with any broker or anybody and they are talking to you on how to bring the money without explaining to you as a teacher, then you know that you are going to be in a whole lot of trouble. Because they're going to put your money into stocks that fluctuates up and down, and you're going to lose everything. In our consultancy, we make sure that everything goes long term. If you want to join us, bring it on. Come on board. This is where we want to stop tonight. If anybody has a question, you can ask now. If anybody has a question, you can ask now. Give you a few seconds, ask your question. If not, I wish you a very wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.
Hi, excuse me. Would you like to give us the conference line number for tomorrow morning?
Conference call number?
Yeah.
It's the same number that we have.
Okay. I didn't know if you wanted me to announce it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Announce it. It's the same number that we've been using. It's not something different. Okay. Thank you, Vicky.